say anything like, oh, he's watching a baby movie in cinema, or he's such a baby, he's watching Paw Patrol in cinema. No, we couldn't get into a different movie, so we had to go see this because there's no other films other than like Trolls 3 and something else on that this time, and I forgot what other film it was. So now, we were originally going to go in and see Five Nights at Freddy's, but we weren't old enough, and now I'm not that mad about it because I knew that was probably going to happen, so I didn't let it affect my viewing on Paw Patrol, and I'm going to do a review of Paw Patrol now. So guys, now this is going to be a short review, and that's just because I don't have much to say other than most of the things in the film. Obviously, it's for kids, it's not for my age, and Mayal was saying, give it 4 stars, it's that good. I gave it 3 stars out of 5, and that is because I actually think, right, the action is like actually quite good, right? Now I'm saying actually a lot, but that's because you might not like believe that a Paw Patrol movie, right, like a movie for 5-year-olds or whatever, like is gonna be like good at all, right? Even just like one good thing about it, right? Something like that, right? But actually, for a kids film, right? For a kids film, it kind of has great action. Like there's a slow-mo scene with one of the characters who ends up getting super speed because all the characters get super speed. That's the main thing in the film, right? One of them gets super speed, and there's actually a cool slow-mo scene, and some of the action scenes with these superpowers and with them all working as a team, like it's actually decent, and it isn't like, now it's obviously nowhere near on a level as other animated action films or superhero films or whatever you want to say, like Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and Spider-Verse films, right? It's obviously nowhere near them, but it's actually quite decent, right, for a kids film. Now I'm saying decent because the only the only thing I'd come close to saying great about the film I cannot speak today, but the only thing I'd nearly say great about the film is the action, right? That is nearly great, right? It's not great because it's obviously a kids film. Kids need to understand what's going on, and I just think that the action was actually done quite well in the film. And other than that, the story, it was better than the first one, I will give it that, right? And the story and like the character development, it was decent. And the villains, they're kind of like I don't even remember their names. Remember one of their names because my brother told me all the Paw Patrol characters when he was addicted to it when he was younger, so I only remember the villain's name because of that. I remember none of the other characters' names except from the main ones. And other than that, it was so once again, 3 stars out of 5. It wasn't a great film, but it was decent. It was like mid. It was a middle film. Now it's only because I do think that the action was actually somewhat good, right? Now, once again, not peak action, not great film, probably because it's a kids film, not made for my age. And the only reason we did end up going in to see this, as I said before, is because Five Nights at Freddy's, we weren't able to see it. And I think this was, obviously, in my opinion, I think Five Nights at Freddy's would have definitely been better. But I feel like this was a good replacement from what they had on in that cinema, which was Trolls 3. I think it was like called Hocus Pocus, and it was like 30th anniversary or something like that. I don't even know if it was that, right? But yeah, I do think this was the best option we had, and it was actually decent. If you did make it to this part of the video, the end of this video, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, but please don't bully me.